The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Numbers in my stock is going up 'cause of my hunger. When you see me in my zone, I'm locked in, not clocked in. I'm never boxed in. When you see me in my
When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do with the limited sources you have. Your dream is still a fine motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's a little chaotic because we was backstage watching the World Cup because, you know, the U.S. is doing what the fuck they do. They got extra time going on right now. It was an extra 10 minutes. We got about 3 minutes and 30-ish seconds until the U.S. wins. They currently up 2-0 right now. So, Bosnia, we coming for your head, boy. So, anyway, I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite Wednesday pastime, your Wednesday nightcap, your time away, a time for you to escape and take a break. Uh-oh. Special delivery.
Yes.
My man got him out. My man getting his food delivered. But as per usual, ladies and gentlemen, I am still the one that they call Mr. GQ, and it's real simple. Don't call it a comeback.
Well, I'm your residential DJ Micah B. GT Wednesdays. Let's go.
Hey, man, GT Wednesday. That man, you know what? That made me think a little bit, man. It made me reminisce a little bit. Made me think about the audio days, because that's what that was, man. That's back in the cave with a bottle of something brown, something light, something right, or something craft that we picked up from HEB one time for the one time. So I know a lot of you guys didn't rock with us prior to, because y'all didn't really know a lot about us till we came over from the sidelines. We kind of got a little bit bigger. But if you ever get a chance to go back on the Spotify and check those out, man, those are some of the best episodes that Gentleman's Talk had done as they were currently constructed at that time. Obviously, you know, if you've been rocking with us since day one, we got about 10, 11 of you guys have been rocking with us since day one. You guys see how we came over here and we kind of morphed. You know what I'm saying? We evolved, to use a Pokemon reference. You know, we kind of had to shift the way that we do business. And, you know, we figured it out. It was a little struggle at first. It was a struggle because we went from being a show that could literally talk everything from World Cup. DJ Micah B leading us on the episode, talking about the Masters, talking about baseball, all the sports, including MMA, WWE, or we just talk about what the fuck ever we wanted. But now we're here. And so now we're going to bring y'all one of those types of episodes, because we're going to start this thing off real easy. We're going to actually talk about the World Cup, because there was something that happened in this U.S. World Cup game that, for lack of a better term, was a bunch of bullshit. There was a red card given, and I had DJ Micah B watch the play, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't an egregious play. And that red card should not have happened. It shouldn't have been. If you wanted to give him a yellow card, fine. I wouldn't even be mad at you for the yellow card. But giving that man a red card and suspending him for the Bosnia game, not the Bosnia game. So whoever they playing Bosnia right now.
I don't remember who they're going to play. I don't think the game has been decided yet. Belgium.
No,
okay.
They play Belgium. That's another team would be. Yeah, so they play Belgium in the next round. So that sucks to lose, you know, one of your players who leads your team in goals, outside of Pulisic, obviously. But you know, it is what it is. But something that we wanted to bring to the attention is because, so me and DJ Michael B looked this up. So he looked it up first, and then I looked it up afterwards, and then we looked up, can you appeal a red card in the general context, just to see. And so the answer would be yes, if it wasn't the World Cup. So what was discovered when DJ Michael B looked is basically in a regular friendly match, I guess, is that the term, right? They call it a friendly match. In a friendly match, you could appeal a red card. And, you know, you could basically take away the suspension, all the stuff like that. In the World Cup, apparently, red cards at the FIFA World Cup cannot be appealed or overturned by a committee once the game is concluded. So it sounds kind of like the way I interpreted that rule, actually, Hold the motherfucking phone, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I said don't call it a comeback, and look who made a comeback tonight.
I must have missed something. Will you spitting bars before I got in here?
I was about to cook a little bit. We're talking about the World Cup right now. Just giving everybody an update on the U.S., which just won 2-0. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Get on that plane and get the fuck home.
I was watching it earlier at the gym. I saw they had scored a goal and they didn't count it. I thought that was some bullshit.
Oh, yeah. You talking about I know which play you're talking about. Yeah. You talking why I forget his name that fast. Our star player. But yeah. So we was interpreting the rules about appealing red cards. So the way I read this rule for the World Cup specifically, where it says like no red cards at the FIFA World Cup cannot be appealed to overtime turn once the match is concluded. That is track and field rules. Why am I saying that? So let me bring this in for you guys. So at a track meet, if a relay team gets disqualified for whatever reason, you must appeal that to the finish clerk before the track meet is over, or that disqualification will stand. So basically, no, I'm sorry, it's within 30 minutes. You have to literally go to the finish clerk and like challenge / appeal it in the moment, which will cause like a stoppage. They'll go look at the film and do all that stuff. So it's kind of like, so the World Cup is kind of using like track and field rules. So basically, if they wanted to appeal this, the appeal process should have been going on during the game. So we'll find out round whenever they play Belgium, we'll see if they overturn the suspension or not. So time will tell on that. But it leads to us a question, which I'm glad Outlaws here. He gives us we can get another perspective on this. We all watch sports here. We all watch lots of different varying sports, but this one particular thing ties into all sports. And I'll ask the question like this, and then I'll give my feedback at the end. Has slow motion ruined instant replay?
You know, I feel like that's kind of a controversial thing to say, not in a bad way, but when I was watching the NBA finals, I just thought about the fucking officiating, man. It's like all this advanced technology we got, and the refs still be making bullshit ass calls. Like what? Like you could even see the shit in slow motion from different angles. It's damn near see the shit from a fucking nigga first person shooter type of point of view, and they still make bullshit ass calls. Like I don't get it. You know, that's just my take. Like I feel like slow motion replays should help, and it don't really. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Like I don't feel like it really helps. I feel like it's kind of rigged in some sports. The officiating is definitely rigged, in my opinion. We're not going to name all the sports, but the NFL is one of them.
The NFL is one of the worst. First of all,
that should almost
the NFL is one of the worst. Soccer probably the second worst after what we just saw earlier today.
The NFL damn near as fake as wrestling. And I said what I said. That shit got to be scripted.
I'll tell you for me personally, the two sports where slow motion is the absolute greatest thing: boxing and MMA. Like
combat sports. Yeah,
because if you're contesting a low blow, for example, it don't matter if it's full speed or slow motion. A kick to the dick is a kick to the dick. like there's no way to fabricate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even if you didn't get hit hard as a man, right? We know it's not how hard you get hit when it comes to getting hit in the area. It's where you get hit. Because some places are more sensitive than others. And a motherfucking flick to the tip will take a grown ass 6 foot tall, 200 plus man down to his knees.
I gotta say, man, that shit will have you about to throw up and shit yourself at the same time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, ladies, if y'all out there and watching this, like, that's what it feels like to get hit in the fucking crotch as a man. Yep. You literally want to have it come out of both ends. I don't understand the physics, but that's just how I feel.
And you be wanting to try to get up and fight, but you can't because you can't go.
Oh no, like your body loses reset button.
Itself. Yeah, it is. It's almost like getting your factory reset button hit.
Ain't no like, almost, bro. I'm done. When
you forget how to walk, you forget how to breathe, you forget how to think for like 20 seconds. It's like your whole computer did a Microsoft Windows restart.
It's like you in the middle of doing a damn Excel sheet and your computer like, nah, we got to update right now. I'm not done. Right? No, we updating right now.
Didn't even give you a chance to save. Just said, nope, Windows updating. You motherfucker. Just start closing all your Microsoft shit out.
don't say shit for you either.
At all. Like if you ain't got, if your OneDrive ain't active, you done. Sorry, if you don't work in the office, you don't understand what we're talking about. If your OneDrive ain't active, you in trouble. Just know that, because that's the only way your work getting saved. Because they, even on a reset, you can turn that bitch back on. Oh, OneDrive recovered a file for you.
I will say, as a man, as an office person who hates Excel, I will say those live Excel sheets that update as like that save as you do shit, they're a lifesaver. Because back in the day, bro, if you accidentally hit that X button, that shit was it was done for.
Well,
you don't lost all your work.
That updated Microsoft period, because my PowerPoint does that, my Word does that, and Excel. So like it's like auto saves. Like as soon as there's like a 0.5 second pause saving, especially when you're doing like, and you know this from experience too, when you're doing goddamn college papers late at night, hey, that auto save.
Bro, I done lost halfway through, hit the X button by accident.
Yeah, or you be, and you be falling asleep. You be falling asleep at the desk and shit, and you be like, damn. And then you wake up, ooh, thank goodness that whole save real quick. So some of us are notorious procrastinators on papers. All right, some of us will do a paper Sunday at 10 o'clock, knowing that bitch due at midnight, and crank that bitch out.
Hey, man, my motto was, if it's due tomorrow, do tomorrow.
Yeah, like you want to talk about, we know what it feels like to be in a game 7 of a championship game, because that's what the fuck it is about submitting a goddamn paper by midnight. And I'm not talking about like pushing submit at midnight. I'm talking about pushing submit at like 11:58, just in case. And that bitch, you look at submission, that bitch is like 11:59 and some change. You like, whew. Because once it's after midnight, you get them like 10, 11 points off. You don't want to lose that.
But I feel like, I guess as a segue, I'm not going to hate on like, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, whatever, the kids who are in college now. I just feel like they will never know the pressure of actually having to like do citations, do actual fucking research to do your essay. Like there was no Chat GPT.
No,
think for me real quick. No, you had to do that shit your fucking self, bro. Like that's why I'm not going to say I could never go back and get my master's, but holy shit, bro. Like
the amount of papers I've even had to write. I thought with my degree plan, I was like, nope, I'm good. Shit, I'll write even more papers in my particular degree plan. But I'm just like, the days of where we used to have to go to the library and go check out a computer to go do research, go pay 5 cents to go print shit out. Like, look, Mike over there, look. And then what make matters worse, we all went to college, so we all had to do this shit. When you take your paper and then you got to submit that bitch into the other system first to make sure there ain't no plagiarism in that bitch, and then you can submit. And it's like, if you got anything over like 10 or 11%, you had to like, oh my God, bro. Because like, this is pre-Grammarly, ladies and gentlemen, pre-Grammarly. All right. So y'all don't understand how clutch Grammarly is. I can put my whole ass paper in there. Like, listen, if you don't have Grammarly Premium as a college student, you are wrong. You are wrong. Because not only can you get a plagiarism checker on there, but that bitch will do an AI checker for you and correct your paper all at the same time. And I know some of y'all out here using Chat GPT to write your papers and shit. Hey, man, it is a very obvious language what an AI generated paper looks like. It is obvious as hell. It does not write in you unless you're exceptional at telling it the prompt accordingly, like writing it in an active or a passive voice or this or that. AI looks a very particular way when it spits out a paper.
Bro, when I was in college, my professors would actually know everyone's like cadence and writing style. Mm-hmm. Like, and they would ask you about your paper. Like, so how'd you come to your conclusion, your thesis, and this and that? Man. Like, you couldn't sit there and be like, just bullshit. Like, you had to know your shit. At least that's how it was when I was in college.
Or, that anxiety we had when the paper teacher put your paper face down and you was like, did you know you about to see that red pen all over that motherfucker? And you like, and that was just your rough draft. That wasn't even your final copy. Your final copy had to be typed. You had to write your rough draft out. You had to literally handwrite that hoe out. Or I think y'all probably had to do it like I did. Or you had to write that bitch in cursive or in manuscript, and your final draft had to be in cursive type of shit.
Yeah. There was a couple of like essays where you had to do that whole in cursive. Mm-hmm. And as somebody who has doctor's handwriting without a doctorate, man, God.
Listen, I'm not incriminating myself, but I sure can make shit look good on a prescription pad with the way I write shit.
My issue with that has always been, my issue with all of it has always been up until now. Well, it's still up until now. That shit is subjective on the teacher whether it was a good enough paper or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some teachers were way stricter than others.
I remember I had a history professor, man. Like his tests, each question he wanted you to write like 5 paragraphs about a historical event.
Them goddamn short answer tests.
I
Who
hated
thought
that.
that shit was a good idea? Who thought that was a good idea? That's a 3-hour test, bro. Because you know, and them teachers, them the ones that give you 10 questions on the test.
Yeah,
because they know that bitch gonna take 45 minutes to an hour to finish that hoe. Or like your science teacher, because they knew like you would be memorizing shit. Oh, I need you to write out your answer and this, that, and the other. Like you.
But here's what saved me from motherfuckers like that. RateMyProfessor.com, because they will tell you the ones who did multiple choice tests and the ones who did short answer tests. My ass started picking the multiple choice professors.
Even if that multiple choice professor had a 2-star rating.
I'll take that over.
Because there's a clear right and wrong answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And at the same time, even if that professor had a 2-star rating, you know what? On my transcript, it don't say what fucking professor I took.
Hey.
That motherfucker said I got a B in his class. That's what it say. Damn it. So we wanted to get into this. We wanted to have a little bit of a World Cup discussion before we got into the meat and potatoes, which I'm glad you're here for this, Outlaw. You're gonna have fun with this tonight.
Goddamn agenda is today. I'm here.
I'm gonna give you the quickest briefing on the planet. This entire episode is basically a dumbass millionaires gentlemen's talk episode. So it's gonna
all reactive.
All reactive. It's all reactive. Some of these cats.
Can I have a quick tangent about a possibly brilliant millionaire? That motherfucker Paul George. How does he keep fucking doing this?
Oh, hey, you know what? Yeah, because that
he can't keep getting away with this.
Well, no, that's actually not his fault. The Sixers fleeced the fuck out of the Celtics. Like, I know they're gonna probably talk about it on tomorrow's show, but fuck all that. You motherfuckers traded Jaylen Brown, a Finals MVP, Eastern Conference MVP, one of the best two-way players in basketball, for Paul George and 4 picks.
I mean, Paul George is one of the best like NBA podcasters. I guess that's something.
No, the fuck it's not. It's a guy who can't stay healthy in his latter years right now.
Pandemic baby.
But I'm just like, hey man. I mean, but listen, all I'm saying is Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid with Tyrese Maxey. That's a scary fucking like. Do the Celtics realize what they did? You made the Sixers better by doing
that's one
that.
Of those things where like I truly don't fault Jaylen Brown for how he feels, because it's like every fucking off season they floating. We might trade this nigga, bro. He's a great. Why do you keep? It's obvious you don't value this man.
That man came up in trade discussions every offseason since like 2018. Like I would feel slighted too. Like, bro, y'all kept saying, "Oh, break them up." Then they win a championship. Why would you break up a championship team? Why would you break up a young tandem duo like that? Like, make it like that. Literally would have been like breaking up Shaq and Kobe after they won their first 2 rings before the 3-peat.
Yeah, and I never heard of Jaylen Brown as being like, you know, bad in the locker room or having a bad attitude. Like, I don't know why they always floated trading this dude, and then you do it for pandemic P of all people.
So the crazy thing, you know what the issue truly is, and I looked at this, Mike have probably seen this. I meant to send this to you guys in the chat. There's been discussion about intellectual black folks being targeted. And we got to remember, Jaylen Brown is remember what college this man went to. This ain't no dummy. This man went to an Ivy League. This man is brilliant. This man did not have to go to the NBA. This man would have made 6 figures, 7 figures.
He got a job with NASA already.
Yes, like this is the smartest player academically, intellectually in the NBA. Like,
I'm gonna say something controversial. I haven't said that in a while.
You ain't been here in a while, but welcome back.
I'm gonna say something controversial about it. I feel like there's a bit of colorism because they ain't never talking about trading the goddamn light skinned boy.
Facts,
but they treat the darky bad.
I mean, yeah,
I know they tried to make Jason like the face of the league and this and that, and you know whatever. I'm not making any, I guess, disparaging remarks about Jason Tatum's character. I think he a corny light skinned nigga, but I'm a corny light skinned nigga.
Yeah,
but
but you're right.
What about which part?
Well, just in general, everything you just said. But at the same time, like, we got to remember. All right, so Jaylen Brown went to Cal Berkeley. He went to Berkeley Cal. All right, if you know anything about Berkeley Cal, That's a hell of a fucking school. Like, that is a hell of a school. That's not like a school that you like slouch at all. Like, that's insane.
I mean, he's the intellectual that Kyrie wishes he was.
Hey, nah, fuck that. I fucks with Kyrie, man. Kyrie, I like what Kyrie does, man. I like that Kyrie is like the J. Cole of the NBA. I'm cool with that.
That nigga Kyrie probably say don't go across the fucking flat edge of the earth for some goofy bullshit, bro.
Hey,
that nigga,
I'm not standing. Hey, I'm not standing for that J. Cole slander. Kyrie is Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Kyrie is Kendrick Lamar.
I did not mean it as slander at all. I was being respectful about it. Like,
I know, but I'm saying to me that's slander because, and the reason why I say that is because Kyrie he's a little bit more radical than we give him credit for with certain things and speaking out on certain topics.
You're right.
Pseudo intellectual, and Kyrie every now and then the tinfoil hat he put on. Sometimes he be cooking. Sometimes I be thinking, man, you need to just stop, my brother. I don't know. No, go ahead, Michael. I don't hate Kyrie or nothing like that. I just the nigga.
I don't hate Kyrie. I like Kyrie. I like that. The thing is, Kyrie will stand on what he's standing on and won't give a damn what anybody got to say. That's why I say he's the Kendrick. Because
and you know what, I'll retract what I said, and I will say I agree with DJ Michael. I had the wrong character, but it makes sense when you put it in that perspective. He definitely he doesn't pull back or he don't pull punches. He will say what he need to say, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
J. Cole not stepping on toes. I would say J. Cole is more Jaylen Brown at this point. He's not stepping on toes. He'll say what he got to say, and he's not going to sit there and double down and triple down on it. It's just like, I already said what I got to say, and I'm going to leave it alone. Y'all take it however y'all want to take it. He don't care. Kyrie will double down, triple down, not give a damn what anybody got to say. And if you feel any type of way about it, he don't care.
And that's the thing. I can respect the man who is adamant about his views and his standpoint, but it's like, my brother, sometimes if you're wrong, not even sometimes, if you're wrong, you're wrong. And how can you ever learn and grow as a person if you won't ever admit that you're wrong in any regard? That's what I can't fuck with sometimes.
I can fuck with if you standing on business, but you're willing to listen. Like, you stand on business about your point, but like if somebody hits you with something that you're like, you know what, I didn't think about it that way, and you can be mature enough to, understand. I can rock with it. But if you are like dead set on your ways, like the old heads, like you can't tell a boomer shit in 2026.
Yeah, I feel like with Kyrie, like his interpretation of the world, that's just it to him. Like you can't tell him shit. If it line up with what he believe in, cool. If it don't, he don't want to. He just not gonna hear it, bro. Like you can't tell that motherfucker shit if it don't line up with his beliefs about life. That nigga he can ball though. He can ball.
Oh, what? Absolutely.
Shit, he got one of the deepest bags in the fucking league.
Yeah. Oh, listen. I am a big Kyrie fan. Like, I bought that man. I got that man's shoes in the closet right now. Like that is.
I ain't mad at you. If Kyrie is a fighting game character, that nigga move list would be fucking 5 pages.
Yeah, you right.
He'd have all the inputs.
Yeah, he cool. As a basketball player, I love Kyrie.
I liked him in the basketball movie too, man. I thought he was funny as hell in
Uncle Drew. Yes,
that was actually like just hearing, like, every time I see him, I just want to be like, Youngblood. I feel like when, like, the way he is now, because he's older and like, you got all the young players, that's literally him now. So when he cross up a young player, he'd be like, watch out there, Youngblood. Don't be reaching, Youngblood. Like that's all I see now when I watch Kyrie play.
Reach, I teach.
Yeah, like it's funny as hell. But
Kyrie do got some character. He got his personality.
Like, I feel like Kyrie would have a successful career in Hollywood if he decided to do that post NBA. Like, there's a place for a guy like him. He's kind of quirky, and I know that sounds kind of odd, but he is kind of quirky if you really think about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him as like a talking head on ESPN, but if he did like cameos in movies or like SNL and shit, it can be fucking funny.
If Kyrie does anything as a talking head, it's got to be a podcast, because I need my man to be unfiltered and unhinged.
Hey.
Like, I need him to be able to just speak his mind all the way through.
He could be the next Charles Barkley.
Dead ass. No, that would be that. that would be hilarious. First,
but no, the thing about Charles is he got that chemistry with Shaq that escalates it, bro. Like,
well, so remember that started off as like a rivalry turned like it evolved from like two dudes that hated each other to like, all right, now I respect you.
Begrudging best friends,
but you still ain't got no ring. like you like Shaq and Chuck are literally them two friends where one friend always got the same thing held over his head for the rest of his life, and there's nothing you can do to change it.
I got a kind of morbid yet funny thought. I know Lord. Whoever passes first, the motherfucker who does the eulogy, man, don't let Shaq die first.
Oh man,
and Chuck get up there and be like, oh man, it'd be like the saddest and funniest fucking eulogy ever. I put it out there, man.
Man, like, man, Shaq still owe me $100, man. I ain't get my money.
Or if fucking Chuck goes first, Shaq gonna be like, man, Ernie's my dog, but he ain't got no rings though. But that was my dog. I'm missing though, but he ain't get no rings though.
That would be that is very.
Shaq will get up there and be like, "You can't Google me no more, Chuck."
That part. Oh God, yeah, that would be. I'll be dead on that one. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of today's show. Y'all already know what it is. Typically, when we do this, it's typically just one little segment where we talk about one or two. Basically, the crux of this entire fucking show is about to be about our favorite people. All right, so we have got. I'm gonna do my best LeBron impression on this one. We got not one, not two, not three, but four of them hoes to talk about today. So I had to look this one up pre-show to make sure that this individual qualified to be a dumbass millionaire, and he just so happened to qualify.
Well. Before you go, do you promise to deliver 4? Because LeBron didn't. Just
yes,
okay.
Yes. All right. So the first one.
Y'all liked it. Y'all heard them laughing, but y'all liked it because
So the first one is a new millionaire who fumbled his bag so much that he delayed himself 350 days from seeing his next meal. And his name is Brendan Sorsby. Bring that ass to the front of the classroom, my boy. So if you're not familiar with Brendan Sorsby by now, where the fuck you been? Let me just say that. All right. But anyway, Brendan Sorsby was the quarterback at Texas Tech who transferred from Cincinnati, who took an NIL deal that was reportedly around $5 to $6 million. His current NIL valuation is around $2.1 million, which is why he qualified for this segment. So for those who are not aware of what he did, this man was basically participating in sports gambling. So much so that he finally got caught. And then when he got caught, he decided, I'm not going to play for Texas Tech. I'm going to try to get into the supplemental draft and be picked up that way for the NFL. So he set it up. He sent it in. He got denied. And then he tried to sue the NFL. Sir, you don't make enough money to sue the NFL. Your whole NIL money was finna go to them attorneys. You broke as hell when it comes to being a millionaire in that particular regard. You cannot sue the Shield. You ain't rich enough. So what happened? They got into a settlement. Let me break this down for y'all real quick. So literally, Brendan Sorsby will sit out for the entire 2026 season. He will be eligible for the 2027 NFL draft. What does that mean? That means he can participate in pro days and all the other things leading up to the 2027 draft. He will be rated as one of the top 3 quarterbacks in that upcoming draft. He just will. He will just unfortunately have sat out for a year. I don't know if that means that he'll try to play in like the UFL or the Canadian football. I don't know what any of that means. Because for a quarterback to sit out for a year and then try to get drafted, that's kind of wild. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like that could hurt his draft stock potentially. But anyway, so the NFL, the NFLPA, and Sorsby reached a settlement which resolves any legal claims regarding the league's decision to forego a supplemental draft this offseason and submits Sorsby eligibility for 2027. So I guess in a weird way, he kind of won because he's still draft eligible, just not 2026 draft eligible. He's 2027 draft eligible. So As part of the settlement, Sorsby will be allowed to participate in the Senior Bowl, holding a pro day, and go on team visits. So he basically gets to do the pre-draft process in 2027, a year from now. So I'll bring the other part of it back as well. So he won't be, the NFL will not discipline Sorsby for his misconduct in college, which included making bets worth at least $90,000 while a student athlete at Indiana, Cincinnati, and Texas Tech, but does reserve the right to investigate Sorsby's conduct beyond what is in current public findings, which means if they find some shit later on down the line, he can be punished for it. So, Mr. Sorsby, please don't continue to be a dumbass. Do not go out here and make no more bets. Whatever circle you was hanging out with, cut them off. Cut them off. They shouldn't have let your ass participate in them in the first place, because we got to look at this situation from how big it truly is. It's one thing if it was like a receiver, a running back, a defensive player, some shit like that. This is a quarterback who was making sports gambling things. And the last time we saw something like this, there was this movie called The Longest Yard where there was point shaving going on. And that's why the NFL was like, oh, nah, fuck that. We got to go ahead and, we got to nip this shit in the bud. Because how do you think that shit would look if you get a quarterback like this, right? This guy's making right now around 2.1 milli, right? He signs his first major bag, and right now your quarterback annual salary is like $60 million per season. So if I pay this dumbass $60 million, and what does Shannon Sharp say? Money does not buy you happiness or change who you are. It makes you much more of what you already are. And if your ass is already out here making sports bets like that and shit like that, what would stop you from doing that with more money? Right? And so I think me and Micah talked about this the other day. And it was like, well, what if he only bet on like NBA games or like MLB games or like other sports? I was like, you know what the problem is? If professional sports, because it's a professional sports thing, allowed players to bet on other sports, that is called insider trading. Because if I'm betting on the NBA, I'm like, hey, Jaylen Brown, I bet on you today to score this and enough. So if you don't, I'm gonna lose his bag. Or you're literally telling people, hey, I'm betting on you to do this, or I'm betting on you to not do this. And then on the flip side, they're like, okay, well, if I do this and I'm gonna bet on you to do this and you don't do this, you see where that becomes a massive problem, right? You're a millionaire. What the fuck you gambling for anyway on sports? Like, what the fuck you got going on? You already made your bag. You make generational wealth. Please do not jeopardize generational wealth. There are a lot of us middle-class folk out here that's still trying to get that generational bag. And if you don't want that generational bag, Mr. Sorsby, I will take your $2.1 million and I will flip it and I will take care of my family and be A-okay. You ain't going to catch me sports gambling on a motherfucking thing. Your thoughts on that, fellas?
I'm going to say something controversial.
Oh, shit.
I feel like sports betting has kind of taken away a bit of the soul from like every goddamn league, Like I don't know. It just the idea behind it like was cool at first, but now like with players getting in on it, and I feel like there are some players who have legitimately sold the game because they had a bet against themselves or some goofy shit. Like I feel like it's kind of hard to prove in some cases, but I don't know, man. It's kind of grimy to me. I don't like it. I know some cats love hitting their parlays. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I can see by you saying that, I could see like, let's say 10, 15 years from now, some random gambling ring that gets busted because, players get smarter. They see how these cats get caught. And they're like, okay, so I can't place the bet. My close friends can't place the bet, but I can give it to this other person, or they, you set up a whole bunch of things in place. Like, all right,
like 6 degrees of separation, basically.
Yeah. So it's like, but at some point, somebody gonna not get broke off like they're supposed to. Somebody gonna get the short end of the stick or whatever. And they're gonna be like, you know what, I'm a snitch. And then it's gonna become a big deal. So, so it's one of those things that I'm curious about. You made a valid point about that. And sports betting has gotten out of hand in a way.
Prize picks.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I do like prize picks, though. I do be having fun. I'm doing the parlays, but I do be having fun with it. But I am not a professional athlete. I am just a guy. I am J-A-G, just a guy.
Yeah, I mean, we're just regular dudes. I mean, if you just a cat who bummed like $50 from your girlfriend to hit a parlay, it's whatever. But like, I feel like athletes should not be involved in sports.
Your money need to be going elsewhere if you're an athlete, if you're a millionaire in general. Like, because there are some There are some millionaires and billionaires that just be out here. I'm gonna go spend $100,000 on the horse track. The fuck? You gonna do what? Sorry, you want me to put $100,000 on a horse to win one race?
Bro, I never understood like betting on dogs and horses. Like, what do you mean I'm about to bet on Airbud to win this goddamn fucking lap, bro? Like, I go kill that motherfucking dog if I lost $1,000 betting on fucking man, bro.
I'm gonna go bet on Secretariat to win me a milli.
I don't like gambling. That's just me, bro. Because like I have lost like some bread like gambling when I was young, and I swore off of it ever since. So maybe that's just why I don't. The whole idea is just like nasty to me, bro. Yeah. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah. What you think, DJ McAfee?
He's a jackass.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know what else to say. Like at this point, we've seen the numerous, and this is not even like it's not even like it's a new thing. Like
no,
for those of you that don't know the Arizona State scandal back in the 90s, really shed hella light on this, and that's why a lot of
I almost forgot about that one.
Thank you for bringing that one back up. That's why a lot of people are saying, yo, Arizona State scandal in the 90s should have shown you right then and there the issue with this, especially in college, bruh. I need people to understand. I'm gonna put Mr. Jen on blast tonight, okay?
Damn.
No, not in a bad way.
Me for?
Just hear me out before, okay? All right, so Mr. Jen played high school football. Really good high school football player at Barbers Hill and Mount Bellevue here in Texas. And
gotta give the man whole street address too, goddamn.
That man stay over there in that neighborhood, the plantation on Cotton Bayou and shit.
I'm sorry. Wait, the plantation on Cotton Bayou? What kind of racist backwards ass neighborhood?
That's a real neighborhood. That's a real neighborhood in Barbers Hill.
Wait. And y'all were like, damn, I'm gonna put him on blast. Look at y'all two.
I'm just tripping off the neighborhood name.
Baytown and I know the area.
On Cotton Bayou. Damn.
It's a real. It is. Gent, is it not a real neighborhood?
You know what?
Cotton
to be
Bayou,
fair,
but I know plantation for sure. Yeah.
Plantation for sure.
The school is Robert E. Lee High School.
You ain't got to remind me of what high school I went to, sir. I know this. The school was built on the largest plantation on this side for a while. Trust me, I know. My neighborhood, Oak Addition, is where they had the shooter towers at. Trust me, I know the history of my high school. Sorry, DJ Michael B. We didn't mean to do that to you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, to hell with that BS school anyway.
I'm gonna mute myself.
To hell with that BS school of Robert E. Lee. Anyway, but I bring that up because Mr. GQ, another person, since I'm putting Mr. Jen on black, Mr. GQ was a really, really good track runner. Really good track runner, track and field, especially high jump and all that stuff, right? Mr. GQ opted to join the military. He didn't have a scholarship to play sports. Mr. Gent went to college. False.
I did have a scholarship. I forego the scholarship.
Okay, let's say you forego your scholarship, Mr. Gent. I don't remember if you had a scholarship or not to blend.
Yeah, I had a scholarship to SFA for reference.
Curry took your scholarship the next year then.
No, I needed the grades. I didn't take my SAT or ACT.
Okay. So just to put it in perspective, two really good athletes, right? You get to college to be a top player, like you got millions of high school athletes around the country. You really got to be in that top 2% to go to college. In that top 2% to go to college, the difference between the best player on any sport team and the difference between the worst player on any sport team is so wide range because you got Division I, Division II, Division III, and NCAA Junior. Right? Granted, some people in NCAA Junior they didn't have the grades and they should have been Division I, Division II, or Division III. But let's just talk about basketball for a second because that's what Arizona State was. These guys were so good They got up in games with their teams, made their teammates better to get 30, 35-point leads, and then like, I can't score 20, but we're still going to win the game. So what was going on is we're going to win the game, but we're not going to score 20. That's how much better these guys were in the competition. Then you leave that and you go to pros, and now you got your Terry Roziers and all these other players, right? Out of the 2% of college athletes that were there, that were the 2% of high school, you take less than 1% and say, especially in basketball, you're top 450 in the world if we draft you out of college and you make a team. Damn, if you just get drafted, you're top like 575, but it's not guaranteed you make a team. You're top 575 in the world out of all the people that were in high school, that were on varsity, that were really good players and didn't go to college. Then you got the really, really good college players who were far better than the rest of college players. Now you got the pro athletes who were far better than more than 98% of college athletes.
It's an even smaller percentage than that.
And then it's an even smaller percentage when you talk about 450 people in the NBA, but 36 people make not even 36 people, 15 people make an all-NBA team. 36 people make an all-star game. Like, that's how much better these people are. One gets an MVP. Right. That's how much better these people are. And they're so good at their sport, they manipulate all of gambling. And if you're in on it, especially if you're a bench player and you're not a main player, it's like, don't bet on if we're going to win or lose. Nobody's expecting me to score more than 8 points. What's the over-under? It's 5. Shit, I'm going to just pass the ball. I'll never take an open shot.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, every time, if we all watch sports for the most part, when you look at ESPN, it's like, oh, this team versus this team, even the NFL game, let's say, oh, we got Cardinals and Panthers today. The over-under is 42.5. Like, why is that part relevant? Like, all I care about is that the Panthers and the Cardinals are about to play football. I don't give a fuck about the over-under, but they know somebody going to see that 42.5 and be like, I don't think they're going to score 42.5 points. I'm going to bet that under. Because I know for a fact that Kyler Murray going to get hurt halfway through this game and going to fuck the game up. Like, that's what happens. Like, now Vegas is, because, they always say the house always wins, right? So I want to take everything that DJ Micah B said and I want to flip it like this. The biggest problem with Brendan Sorsby specifically is he did the thing that Deion Sanders talks about all the time. You didn't secure your real bag yet. You had your baby bag and you fucked up your baby bag. Now your big bag is in jeopardy. Because let's project out. Let's project out for a moment. Let's just say Sorsby gets drafted. He ain't gonna get drafted in the first 3 rounds because of the contract situation. They're gonna give him that Shedeur Sanders type of treatment. He's gonna get drafted 4th, 5th, or 6th round so that they don't have to give him that big ass first contract. Because if you get drafted in the first round, if y'all ain't never looked at it, then first round quarterbacks make bank. Why would I take a gamble on a guy who literally gambles, all pun intended, and give him a first round bag? I'm going to give him that 5th round bag. I'm going to give him that 4th round bag on some Dak Prescott type shit. I'm going to make you earn that bag. Because I know we talk about the Cowboys a lot, say whatever you want, but Dak Prescott earned his bag. He did. He earned his bag. If you look at solely on where he was drafted versus where he is now, my man was drafted in the 4th round, and that man gave you first round value. You got paid like a first round quarterback. That's valuable, right? So if I'm the NFL, if I'm an NFL owner and somehow, and I'm like, I might want to take a flyer on this guy. I'm still not taking you in the first 3 to 4 rounds. I really might make you a 5th round picker later because then you're not even guaranteed a roster spot, which means you got to earn your way to this team. I need you to have the hardest possible path to success in the NFL because of what you did. Normally, you wouldn't hold somebody's transgressions against them. However, sir, you did something that literally puts the game in a jeopardy type of situation, and you got to pay for it. That's the way I view it personally. If I'm an NFL owner, I'm like, yeah, like even if what happens if he goes undrafted? That's even better. That's like the best case scenario for NFL teams. He goes undrafted. Now I can just sign him to the practice squad, or I can sign him to my 90 roster and see if he makes first and second cuts. Like, I feel like he needs to go through the ringer to make amends for what he did. Now, mind you, I watched this young man play. The boy can ball. Okay, the boy can ball. The boy about the same size as Matthew Stafford, got the arm angles, and he's pretty athletic. Like, he is a talented player. But when you do dumbass shit, you gotta earn it, man. And you ain't even earned your big bag yet. And you literally almost jeopardized your entire bag off of $90,000 bets. Dog, you got $2.1 million in your bank and you making $90,000 bets. Your $2.1 million gone in like a month. If you're not hitting your parlays or your legs. Like, let's play economics for a minute and think about that.
I'm actually going to say something. No, go ahead, Mr.
My thought about this shit is like, gambling is an addiction.
Yes,
it is.
So if you're gonna do it in college, what the fuck you think you're gonna do in the league?
That's gonna be worse.
They did say he did a little bit of he did like some gambling, like rehab stuff or whatever. It was like a part of something he got in trouble for. He kind of did it, but I'm like, but still.
But again, once you get that fucking bag, you start to think about, oh, I can make some more money out of this shit.
Yeah, like
so it's not gonna end up very well going forward for him.
Yeah,
because
like
once you start getting that fucking bag, that's exactly what's gonna fucking happen.
Like, so, put an extreme reference on it. What if you give a reformed crackhead $1 million?
Boy, that's a lot of crack.
That's a lot of crack. That's a lot of crack.
Man, y'all see Tyrone Biggins having a $500,000 crack party?
Well, I'm about to wake Whitney Houston from the fucking grave.
That boy is having a good day.
But I'm just saying. But think about what Mr. Gent said, though. He's not wrong. Like, you gotta think about that. Like, is this young man truly reformed? And I'm not trying to drag this man and say that he can't change. But think about everything that Mr. Gent said: gambling, alcoholism, drugs, porn, sex. These are all addictions that can ruin your life if you don't get a handle on it. Granted, he's only like, I want to say he's like 19 or 20. Or yeah, 19
and
or 20.
That's kind of what I wanted to say as a segue, man. Like, as we're sitting here, talking about like these young cats, doing the sports betting type of shit.
Oh, my bad. He's 22. Sorry.
Okay. I remember, bro, when I was, late teens, early 20s, I didn't make the best decisions, bro. And I'm just a regular dude. So I'm gonna kind of level with this cat, like, you start making that kind of bread and your brain still isn't fully developed, on top of like probably getting hit really fucking hard. Because let's be real, a lot of these cats got CTEs. They're not gonna make the best decisions, bro. Like, and I feel like with these young athletes when they're in college, there has to be some kind of like money management classes they need to take. It has to be mandatory or something, bro. Because like I feel like a lot of them probably come from like, poverty or lower middle class, and like playing sports was their way out of, a mediocre life in some regards, financially at least.
Yeah.
So a lot of them don't have the common sense per se to not fuck their money up or fuck their ambitions up. And I kind of feel like there needs to be some kind of coaching going on for these, young potential professional athletes. That's just me being, kind of sympathetic to his issue.
Well, at least mandatory therapist,
So I agree with you, and at the same time, where I will slightly push back, and only slightly, is that this young man is 22, and one, where your parents at in this scenario? Because this is why I'm saying that. This is the only reason why I'm saying that. You and I know what kind of parents we have. My mama would not let me do no shit like that. Because my mom, because of how we were raised, though, right? We know where we came from. And when you come from, and we've talked about this on the show. This is nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. But when you come from not a lot and you obtain more than you had, the last thing you want to do is go back to what you had, what you didn't have previously.
However, though, my brother, there are some parents who see their kid as a come up.
Correct. This is also true. Like, and I'm just, me, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate just because you would want, in a scenario like this, if your kid is ascending, right, doing what you want as a parent, doing better than you should, as the right thing to do, want to do everything you can to support that that child to make sure that they got their head on straight, to make sure. Because see, and I'm gonna speak on it from we don't do this very often. So, but culturally think about it. Not a lot of black parents would let that shit happen.
Nah, my brother, because Pooh Shicey parents is both dumbasses.
Well, but listen, I see your two dumb Pooh Shicey parents and raise you one strong ass grandma who will fix all that shit.
Yeah.
Like what? Like that's one thing in the culture we have. If your parents ain't really shit, your grandparents was typically like, so like you always had. Yeah, so like imagine in you and I situation, Outlaw. Imagine our great grandmother. She'd been on our ass.
Boy, she broke her foot off on our asses.
But you see what I'm saying? No,
no matter what, flip-flops, walking around with us in sandals, nigga.
So no matter what, we would have had somebody checking us along the way to make sure we weren't slipping up. Because she would have told you her story, like, hey, remember what I came from, remember how I came up. Make sure you don't, so you got to support these young people. But I agree with everything you guys said, and I've always said we had an NIL conversation on another show before, another sports show that I did. These businesses that are giving these players these NIL deals and contracts need to have mandatory financial advisors attached to them.
I agree strongly.
If I am a billionaire investing in a semi-pro amateur athlete, and I'm gonna give you $5 million, if I'm gonna give $5 million to a 20-year-old kid, why would I not want to protect my investment? How do I protect my investment? Hey, here's my financial guy. Talk to him. Make sure that, and at the same time, if I'm gonna do this with this money, I'm not gonna give you all that money up front. I'm gonna be like, look, first half of the year, I'm gonna give you this. After X amount of time, like do it like how you and I get signing bonuses in our respective careers, right? We don't get the bonus the same day we sign the contract. We don't. Why do you think that is? Because sometimes we do dumb shit when we get influx of money. Let's just be real. Mamas used to say that money burning a hole in your pocket, ain't it? Like,
I mean, every cat, as soon as income tax hit, there's that burning urge to do some shit that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, some shit above your means and above your credit score.
I ain't heard that one.
Am I wrong though?
No,
because if you using your income tax, for example, to go buy a brand new 2026 vehicle, but you still live in an apartment, that's above your credit score.
You still make $725.
Correct. So what are we doing? Your priorities are fucked. And I'm not trying to bash on people, but let's, because I'm only doing this because of how I know you and I grew up, Outlaw, and where we are now and the money that we make now. So we understand.
Oh, absolutely. Like I hate to be that guy who be pocket watching, but like I grew up on the east side. Some parts of the east side, not the prettiest, but like I remember driving through some neighborhoods and it'd be cats living in trailer parks with a goddamn Mustang in the front yard. My brother, like you still live in a fucking trailer park and you got, Chargers, Camaros and shit, bro. Fuck a sports car. I'm trying to get the fuck out this motherfucker. Bro.
I can pick shorty up, but you can't come to my house. That's what it looks like right there.
Because the reason you can't come to my house because this car is my house because it's all I can afford. Anyway, look, we don't spend too much time on this, cat. Let's we're gonna transition. So we talked about this guy last week, so I'll bring you guys back into the fold. So Terrion Arnold, right? He plays defensive back. Well, played defensive back for the Detroit Lions, and he got released because he currently is been arrested on 8 felony charges. That is not a voice mistake. That is a real thing. 8, ladies and gentlemen. 8 felony charges. So allow me to bring you guys into the fold on this story.
I didn't know there was that many felony charges you could fuck.
Trust me. Wait till I read this article. You're going to completely understand. So appreciate you, Nick Shook, NFL writer who wrote this story. So the Detroit Lions had announced on Monday that they are releasing cornerback Terrion Arnold following his recent arrest on 8 felony charges in connection with a February robbery and kidnapping in Tampa, Florida. So he turned himself in on a $1 million bond. Later that afternoon, the Lions obviously parted ways. So Arnold's 8 felony charges include 4 for robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon and 4 for kidnapping. So there you go. And here's the fucked up thing about this. And I mean this next part. I really do mean the fucked up part about this. When I pulled this article, prior to me pulling this article, there was a second article that came up that said literally 5 teams are interested in Terrion Arnold. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I got a player who got 8 felony charges to include kidnapping and weapon violence, for lack of a better term. And y'all worried about stats on a goddamn football field? Like, and this, the problem with this, here's the parallel. This ties everything that DJ Micah B said to this conversation. Brendan Sorsby is 22 years old. Terrion Arnold is 22 years old. One player is in the NFL. One player is currently trying to get in the NFL. You see where the problem is here.
I feel like
money doesn't change who you are.
I was gonna say that, like, I feel like I've said that, like, word for word a couple of times. Like, just because these cats are making millions, don't mean they still not the same dumb motherfucker they was back in the day, bro. Like, you got a lot of kids coming out the hood, making millions, still got hood mentality. Like, the shit don't stop sometimes. Like, we talked about John Morant plenty of times. He ain't from the hood, but like, he still got dumbass mentality.
Bro, that man literally from the burbs, bro. Me and Micah talked about that shit in depth. That boy straight up on some. He went to Cranbrook. That's a private school.
I still think about that fucking line from 8 Mile where they were like, what he said about that nigga? He said, like, your parents had a happy marriage.
And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
We've seen John Moran's dad, bro. Like, let's stop the cap. Like, stop the big cap.
I'm gonna make this succinct. I hate these motherfucking professional athletes fucking cosplaying as gangsters.
That part.
It's so fucking stupid, dude.
Like, the objective when you go pro, we watched this, and you know, Outlaw and Jen, y'all missed this. We talked about, me and Micah talked about this. Oh no, we talked about it Monday in the meeting about these sports movies. Let's just frame it there. A lot of the times, the main character of these stories is some kid in the hood is trying to get out the hood. That's the best part of the story is when you get out the hood. So why, when I make it to the pros from getting out the hood, am I trying to do hood shit? You got out. You got out. Why are you trying to do activities to get you put back in?
I'm going to say something controversial.
It might be true. It might not even be controversial. Hell.
I feel like
in the episode, that's almost a record.
I know. But hear me out.
He got a whole bunch of them to make up for.
I know. I got like about 3 months to make up for it. But hear me out, man. If you think about life as like a character development journey, I feel like because we're just regular middle class dudes who've had to, you know, grind really, really hard to get to where we're at now, rather than, you know, I'm not going to say being a professional athlete, you didn't have to grind hard to get there, but oftentimes it kind of feels like a shortcut to the destination. You know, you get out the hood, but you kind of skip a lot of character development along the way of that journey. Yeah. Like, you go from fucking point A to point Z and you don't skip like 22 letters damn near, you know?
That's really good, because I'm happy you said that, because this is one of the reasons, and probably the number one reason why people are so impressed with LeBron James. He came from Akron in the hood, single mama, growing up middle to low class, watching his mom struggle to provide. They gave him $1 million contract at 18, and he flipped it into $1 billion empire. That's what's so impressive. That's why I tell people all the time, off the court, I have no beef with LeBron James at all. None.
He's honestly a pretty wholesome dude.
He's a family man.
Beyond a wholesome dude. Like, that man, like that is when you get generational wealth and the way you use it, that's how you use it. Because I applaud, like, I know what DJ Micah B said about, like, he doesn't have a problem with LeBron, like, off the court, or, he has his opinions about LeBron on the court. I applaud LeBron's entire career, because at the end of the career, he got to do something that any parent would love to do. Watch their child come up in that same profession and be able to do it with them. And that's not even just a sports reference. Like, if you're a CEO of a company and all of a sudden your son or your daughter gets their MBA and all of a sudden now they're on the board of trustees as you're the CEO, like, as a parent, that is the ultimate flex / win. Like it is because, and then on top of that, when you were coming up, you brought your boys with you to the top because let's not forget Rich Paul is one of his closest friends who's also his agent. But Rich Paul is one of the smartest agents in all of sports, not just basketball, all of
He's
sports.
a very savvy dude.
Yeah, like not to mention what they do off the court as far as the production stuff, the shows, all that. Like just think about that. You brought not only your childhood wife up, your kids up, your childhood friends up, everybody won. That is proof that there's always room at the table. Just pull up a chair. That's what it means to put your people on. Not your people looking for a fucking handout, because that's normally the problem. They come up with a fucking handout. These are people who are already trying to level up. They just need a little extra boost. Like, you know what? Hey, I got you. I'm going to go into business with you. I'm going to put the money up front. I'm going to make sure that we all eat together. That's how you build an empire truly. And that's one thing about LeBron nobody will ever be able to take away is that man built a true empire with his people. Normally that doesn't work. Normally something happens with the friends, some bullshit with family, like whatever. That man built an empire with his friends and then made more friends in the NBA, Draymond, Anthony Davis, and all that, and put them on too. Like,
yeah, you exactly right, bro. And it's crazy because like, he's been playing for what, like 21 years now.
This is gonna be season 22. Is it 24? Yeah. Sorry.
The dude has literally had no professional or personal controversies. Like everybody knows, Jordan. Well, he couldn't stop gambling.
He had one small little performance enhancing thing that happened in like 2000. I think it was 8 or 9. It didn't last very long though, but it was like a random story that didn't last very long.
Juicing, steroids aside, bro, I'm not gonna hold that against a professional athlete. Like I think a vast majority of them probably juicing, but like he ain't never hit no woman or been caught up in no bullshit, no fucking RICO charges like fucking Kawhi. I said what I fucking said.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, like it just like. The dude has avoided major controversies. You know, Kobe had that shit that happened with him that, you know, like.
Okay. Sorry, Dave Chappelle. You gave me too many one-liners.
You gave a young black boy from fucking Akron $1 million and, you know, put it in his head that he was the second coming of the greatest of all time, and he didn't fuck it up. I think 99% of the people on this planet with that opportunity would have fucked that shit up royally.
Yeah, I can give you one that fucked it up after LeBron. Zion Williamson.
We don't even have to go that far. We can start in the same era LeBron came out, and I'll start, since it's World Cup talk right now, I'll start when Ronaldinho. This dude had the potential to be the greatest. But he chose a life of partying because that's what he already wanted to do, and that's what he was used to. And he drank and partied and drank, no sleep, and his body eventually broke down way, way, way before it should have. Yep. And instead of being remembered as one of the greatest of all time, he's remembered as probably the greatest what if in the sport of soccer. And that's played by almost damn near every country in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, to go back to Zion, like that one really disappointed me because I was really hyped for that cat at first, but he had 2 major sins, and they always say that like most men have, you know, the potential for 3 sins: pussy, drugs, and gambling. That nigga had pussy and eating as his sins. He couldn't stop fucking. He couldn't put the plate down or the bitches. He just, man.
No, but this goes back. We're gonna keep it here. This goes back to what we talked about though.
Oh man,
a professional athlete who can't keep their fucking weight under control. That's a problem. When you got a guy like LeBron, we're gonna go back to LeBron who spends $100,000 a year on his goddamn body.
A million.
Zion, you could have spent half. You could have spent half of that, Zion, on a personal chef and a fucking personal trainer. Like, bro, like,
my
problem, and that's the problem with some of our athletes in our culture. I'm gonna keep it in our culture because I don't want to talk about nobody else's culture in that regard. When you get an opportunity like that to do something generational because you are that talented, And you're so caught up in the hype, if you will, that you forget about the journey, how hard you actually worked, how to get to that point. And then you made it to that point and you were satisfied. So I'll forever respect Kobe because Kobe understood that. Because Kobe's interviews during the finals is some of the most iconic shit ever. He said, what's there to be happy about? Job's not finished. Kobe didn't celebrate till he won the fucking ring. That's when Kobe celebrated. That's what you should be thinking. When you make it to the league like that and you're one of those guys, I'm not talking about the regular guys that get drafted. When you're one of those guys, you should not be satisfied until you win a ring. Like you should be good. Like you like it. That's how hard you should be working. Everybody's not going to win a ring. I get it, but that's how hard you should be working.
Honestly, you cooked with that because I felt like that was partly why Wemby didn't win a fucking chip because he got out the Western Conference Finals and he I guess he got off the gas.
So to be honest, I'm gonna let Wemby make it. I really am because Wemby did play overseas, but the NBA Finals is different from playing overseas in that regard, from that level of pressure. And this is your first year playing on a level like this. It's different. I will
say. No, I mean, to his credit, though, the cat did have to play like 40 fucking minutes each game. He didn't have the depth of a roster that the Knicks did. So, like, I'm not disparaging, his performance, but it's just like I felt like he got out the Western Conference Finals and celebrated too early.
I will. Hold on. I'm gonna chime in here, and I'm gonna say I think the better example for what Josh is talking about. It probably ain't the Spurs because I think the Spurs understood they probably got there a year too early. Yeah. Because I do feel like if Jalen Williams would have played, OKC might have won the game, or it would have been fairly a close game to where it could have went either way. Okay. I think the more accurate example to support Josh right now is when Miami beat Boston in the second round when LeBron's first year in Miami. They cried, they hugged it out, and was like, D Wade already won a championship. LeBron has already been to the finals. Chris Bosh, the only person that hadn't made it to an Eastern Conference Finals in that trio yet. And they cried, celebrated, jumped up and down, and I was just like, yeah, no, this is gonna bite y'all in the ass. They celebrated like they won everything.
That's when they lost to Dirk, right?
Yes.
And the crazy thing is that season prior, people were discounting Dirk, Dirk
was borderline washed, borderline.
They were throwing dirt on that man named
Hard. He was really kind of he was playing kind of bad. He
was, but that man went on a journey because I remember that story. Yeah. Like Dirk actually went on a character development journey that summer and came back and beat the allegations.
Yeah, it's called he had a lot of soul food.
Hey, his wife is black.
I'm just saying, anybody who pull up to an NBA game with a styrofoam plate and aluminum foil, you already know what it is. I don't care what culture you from. You know what's in there. You know what the fuck you need that for. Something good. Somebody put their foot in that shit.
Dirk got all the black people respect where not only did he marry his wife, he married his wife in a traditional African wedding, according to her culture.
Yeah. I just want to know how they had to custom make his shit because that boy tall as hell. Like you weren't finna buy that shit at the local bazaar. You had to customize because that motherfucking tall, bro.
He is, but you know what?
Ain't no Africans that damn tall. Very rarely. Like Joel Embiid don't count. He kind of an outlier.
I will give Dirk a lot of his.
I'm just saying, man. As somebody who's been to Africa, I'm just saying. It ain't that many Bobos and MB. It's really not. Like I'm telling you, it's really not.
They are kind of outliers, man.
Yeah, those are they really look. They're more like my height. They're really more like 5'9". A lot of them are 5'9". Like a lot of them are actually short too. A lot of them are really like 5'4", 5'5". Like they're really not a lot of 6 foot, 6'4". Like there really isn't. Like when you see them, they stand out in the crowd. Like they are like, hold on, where you from? You play ball? Like no, I just play soccer. The fuck. Right. Like even Usain Bolt being from Jamaica, Usain Bolt's an outlier, bro. Usain Bolt being 6'4", it's just one of them things. But anyway, I digress. It's not really relevant. But so that's 2, right? That's 2. I told y'all we got 4. So we're gonna go. We just kind of transition in sports. We went from college football to the NFL. Now let's go back to the NBA. All right, so Malik Beasley. He was arrested on gambling scandals. What are the odds we keep talking about motherfuckers in gambling again? But so Malik Beasley was caught up in he got caught in a sting operation. This goes all the way back to like 2024. So you know how, and we know how the FBI get down. The FBI when they indict you, they got you. Because they did.
With the FBI, when they present charges, they already know you guilty. They just want to see if you're going to fight or not.
This ain't like if HBD come and arrest you on some he said, she said shit. If the FBI say you are being indicted on federal charges, that means I got some shit on you and I'm finna bust your ass. That's what that means. And 9 times out of 10, the FBI got a really nice track record of not fucking up.
I want to say it literally is 9 times out of 10. Yeah, the FBI
it is like a 90. It's like a 98% success rate with the FBI and indictment charges. Like if they fuck up, it's because something really got fucked up. But most of the time, they got your ass.
Yeah, beating Fed charges. That's
if you beat federal charges, you a hero. And you probably gonna get caught up on some lesser shit later.
Or you Young Thug.
Damn, I didn't think we were gonna get a Young Thug reference in 2026, but we got one.
He beat some charges though.
I know, no, he did. We talking about Malik Beasley, Michael.
Okay. Before y'all get Malik Beasley, the Terrion Arnold thing. I didn't really comment on Terrion Arnold. The old adage here is you can take somebody out the hood, but not the hood out of somebody is just ringing in my head. And
I feel like that's been the entire show, honestly.
But you said something specifically where I think we should probably start looking at that more often. When you brought up the reference to people not developing like we had to. Like we had to develop and become smart with money. And the thing is, I could wake up tomorrow with $2 million and find a random person on the street, homeless, and be like, hey, I want $2 million. I'm going to bless you with $1 million. Guarantee you within 2 years, that person will probably broke again because they have no idea.
Yeah.
Brother, a week.
Well, like to your point, Micah, like it'd be like literally overnight millionaires like rappers, bro. You got these cats who went from like trapping, doing all kinds of street shit. They finally hit it big with a record deal or what have you. They didn't stop being a trap nigga just because they got money.
They did more trap shit.
Yeah, like all
they
the
just hired
development they would have had to go through to earn $1 million legitimately did not happen.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you don't obtain that type of money, the right way, you don't understand what just happened. Like you don't. You're just like, oh shit, I secured the bag or I hit a lick, whatever phrasing you want to use. Whereas like, the 4 of us on this screen, if we wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden it's $2 million in the bank, we like, and it's legal, nothing illegal. I don't want nobody to try to cancel the show. The first thing we doing right off the bat, because it's what we would do, we're gonna look at all the debt we got, we paying that shit off, so we can literally start at zero. We immediately doing that. And I know what Outlaw gonna do, but I'm not gonna put his business out there because I know him. I know exactly what he's gonna do with about 15% of that money. And I'm gonna leave that right there because I would do the same thing. But that's neither here nor there. But then from there, like we'll probably
I'm not gonna lie. If I woke up and there was $2 million in my bank account tomorrow, I'd pay off my debt. First thing I would do is get on the phone and call GQ and be like, hey, bro, I woke up with $2 million in my account, nigga. I don't want to fumble this bag. Come help your boy out. We gonna make this thing work together, and we gonna do this thing right so we can both come out of here with wealth.
And listen, I'm gonna say this. And we're gonna go sit down with somebody smarter than us.
I'm gonna say this in the most outlaw way possible, bro. If you woke up with $2 million in your bank account the next day, bro, there are 2 things you should do: beat your fucking meat and call a financial advisor. I'm so fucking serious. No, because like think about it.
It has to be done. It has to be done. Because
no. Stay with me now. Stay with me.
You have to get that out. You gotta get it out. Get it off.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Think about the people who done won like settlement money from accidents or like hit the lottery. A lot of them fuck it up like really quickly.
Oh my god, bro.
Yo, it's 10:20 at night. That's not what the fuck I thought I was finna hear at 10:20 at night. Not roll over and have sex with your partner, nothing like that. No. He said it.
But
oh my God.
But think about it.
Because are you trying to say because you can't think straight without the post nut clarity? Could you not have just said that? Could you not have just said
yes. Yes, because like I'm saying, bro, like I know people
like me go to the gym, so I'm gonna get my clarity from going to the gym. Like
however you achieve clarity, but think about it, bro. We've all known cats who done had settlement money from an accident, car crash or some slipping in the goddamn store, like an OSHA violation, this and that, getting hella bread, fucked it off.
That was much more funny than it needed to be. I'm sorry.
You gotta have true clarity to handle real money. And that's why I said it the way I said it. You gotta have fucking clarity. And these rappers, these young professional athletes, they don't have clarity because they have not gone on the journey.
That is true. That part of it is true. And the issue with the last two athletes that we talked about are two athletes who got their first bag and fumbled it. And then the very first cat,
clarity.
Yeah, and the first cat ain't secured his bag yet and fumbled part of it. So yeah, so that's the crazy thing. So like obviously, Malik Beasley hasn't played. I don't think he's even played in the NBA in a fair amount of time. But it doesn't matter because to be caught up in that type of shit is diabolical. So athlete number 4. Back to the NFL.
Damn, he's a former NBA player already. He only 29.
Hey, average NBA lifespan is 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
You know what? I think it's skewed because I think of all the the major faces of the teams who've been there for a hot minute.
You gotta literally think about your average Joe basketball player. Like the ones that play 10 or more years, like they have contributed something. Or they're consistently good at their job coming off the bench or whatever the case might be. But this last athlete number 4. So just like you asked me to, DJ Mike B, I am providing number 4 for you. This current individual is on the Antonio Brown trajectory if he don't get his shit together. And his name is Brandon Ayuk. So when we talk about fumbling the bag, right? Let's talk about this. So, Outlaw, let me ask you a very serious question. And I know how and I want your honest response to this. If you were in a situation and you worked for you work for a billion dollar company and you get paid an absorbent amount of money, and all of a sudden something happens and you don't like the deal or whatever the case might be, and you decide to sit out for whatever reason. You sit out so long that you start posting on social media, you start lashing out, but then you start going over to the ops company and doing work with the ops to a point where you actually might owe back money that was been paid to you already.
That's in the amount espionage type shit.
So in the amount of $18.4 million to be exact.
So what's the question here, though? Like, yeah, you getting like Mario.
So I'm saying if you worked for $1 billion company and you didn't like the deal you received and you decided to sit out and not participate, but then on the flip side, you started fucking around with the op instead and helping the op out versus who paid you the contract.
Like I said, for one, I think that's corporate espionage too.
I mean, you
about to get fucked for real. Like I tell people all the time at my regular job, like, you gotta take your fucking feelings out of work sometimes. I feel like a lot of cats can't separate, work from their personal. Like, you might be mad at your fucking job. It's very understandable, very valid. But your job is your job. I don't know who in this economy right now who can afford to fuck up their job.
Nobody.
If you feel some type of way about your job, and you want to go work somewhere else, quit the right way. Don't do no fuck shit. Don't do no backwards sabotaging type shit. Like, in this economy, bro, where goddamn bread higher than giraffe booty, I wouldn't. No, man, no.
No, for real. So that's the issue here, is that because and I know you watch some NFL outlaw, but I know you don't really look at a lot of these sub stories. So they voided the last 2 years of Brandon Ayuk's contract. It got voided because he was out for an injury, but then he didn't participate in any of the parameters that he was supposed to, which was like, let me make sure I want to read this the right way. I don't want to mess this story up. There we go. He's supposed to participate in rehab and some other things to come back from this injury and all this stuff. And basically, he literally did not. He ain't done no on the field stuff. He didn't do check-ins for his rehab sessions. None of that. He literally just said, I'm going to go home. He took his ball and went home. But then the problem is he started posting on social media with money in his hand, doing dumb. That's why I said the Antonio Brown path, because Antonio Brown was doing a lot of this dumb shit. So you not only are you not participating with the company that paid you all this money, you on social media flaunting and saying basically, fuck this job. And then, you know what? I hate this job so much. I'm going to go find another op to go play with, and I'm going to go jump on with them, and I'm going to show up at their practice facility during their training camp to go participate with them wearing their gear.
You know, we just talked about like a lot of these cats not having clarity. That motherfucker just ain't got no brains. That's just a dumb motherfucker. Like I can't even try to be devil's advocate on that one. You just a stupid motherfucker on that one, bro. Like,
hey,
you know what it reminds me of? We got served. That nigga that was that's what side. Just
Sonny sold us out.
Yeah.
Hey,
so so go for it.
I just want to bring up one thing. It got nothing to do with the conversation. But this man, Mr. G, you talking about so he got onto the conversation. You know what? That is that your version of Blues Good Dude? We can too.
Yep. You damn right. Gotta have our phrases. So here's the diabolical thing, right? And Brandon Ayuk filed an appeal for this, by the way, just because that's what people do. If the appeal is denied and he has to pay this money back and he does not have all of the $18 million, they will recoup this money from future contracts. So whatever contract he signed with the Washington Commanders is going to be paid out to the 49ers. Wow.
That seems fair. That seems fair.
It seems fair, but it should have never happened with your dumb ass. You should have just did what you were supposed to do and requested a trade.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it very simple. Like the cat was just really immature, and that's something we got to touch on. Like a lot of these cats don't have emotional intelligence. They just be doing shit and not thinking about the fucking consequences of it. Like,
well, and the problem is with this whole thing, right? Brandon Ayuk is the oldest athlete we've talked about in this whole thing. Brandon Ayuk is 28 years old.
Yeah, but he's still a diva. For some reason, wide receivers are divas.
Yeah. And mind you, here's the crazy thing. Brandon Ayuk is actually a really good player. He really is. Like, he's a really talented player.
I'm going to say something controversial. Talent and maturity are two different things.
You're right. That's not even controversial. That's just
factual. That's just facts.
But the problem here, though, is like when you're good at something and you are being compensated for being good at something, you should be chasing the next bag. Because just like the NBA, an NFL career is a lot shorter than an NBA career. It is. You're talking about a sport where the injury rate is 100%.
Yeah, man. I feel like NFL injuries, bro, like that. You can get popped the wrong way one time, and that's a fucking wrap.
Well, to be clear, it's 100% where the injury rate is. Now imagine in the 70s and 80s and 90s and before they got all the rules they have now to protect
and all the helmets to protect the heads. Like back then in the 70s, you could get dropped on your head. Dead ass. Like you can get dropped, body slam, speared, elbows, suplex. Yeah, like boys really out here German suplexing motherfuckers and shit in the backfield. Like
City.
Yeah, like you could powerbomb a motherfucker in the 70s, and it was normal. Like we played NFL blitz as kids. That was the old NFL.
Honestly.
As kids, I got on the computer right here.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, as kids playing on the Nintendo 64, but like, yeah.
You know, I don't want to. This might sound fucked up, but like I feel like when it comes to like these NFL players doing dumbass shit, I feel like a lot of them are honestly suffering from fucking CTEs, and like because of the way CTEs are diagnosed, like you can't look at the motherfucker brain until they fucking dead, like to actually really diagnose like the shit properly. I don't think the MRI imaging, that's kind of redundant. I don't think they can really accurately show, you know, real brain damage until you're already gone. So like some of these motherfuckers are like literally losing brain cells every game. And you know, I know there's some outliers like Ron Gronkowski who was like weaponizing his fucking CTE. Not everybody can fucking do that shit.
Listen, Rob Gronkowski was the human version of the cocaine bear.
Yeah, like his CTE gave him superpowers. Like the dumber he got, the stronger he got.
Not to me, bro. You got a whole ass elbow sleeve on, and you was still out here making one-handed catches, bro. Like the fuck.
Yeah,
just
like,
saying.
I don't put it past NFL players to make dumbass decisions when your fucking brain is fucking sloshed around like a fucking unwanted baby. Man,
this is a dark ass show. But I love it. I've missed Outlaw being on the show. I'm not gonna hold you. It just adds a dynamic we don't be having sometimes, and we needed it. The dark, morbid unhingedness has been missed.
Oh well, thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and I think about the cats in the NFL who be having like gratuitous amounts of kids. You would only do that shit if your fucking brain was fucking scrambled for real. Like
Phillip Rivers got
like 8 baby mamas already.
Tyreek Hill, dumbass. He's been a dumbass millionaire a couple times. He don't got 8, but he got quite a few.
Okay, Phillip Rivers don't count.
No. I was just giving an example of an NFL player with a bunch of kids.
Oh, okay.
Phillip Rivers, Cromartie, both got 10 to 11 kids, which I mean, because they want big families and all that stuff, which is cool. That's not a big family at that point. That's a settlement. Like,
yeah, but
hey, at least Phillip, all his kids with his wife.
No, facts. He and kudos to his wife on top of all that. Cause man, that's brave.
What are they, fucking Mormon?
I don't know. He is religious though, because he doesn't cuss.
He don't pull out either, apparently.
I mean, neither did Nick Cannon, and you see how that goes. Damn, I did not think we would get a Nick Cannon shot on this show.
Nick Cannon was going around house to house. He was going around,
but you know what?
He was doing door-to-door sales for his kids.
But you know what? He got the finances to back it up, so I'm not gonna knock that man. That man is a smart businessman. However you want to frame it, that man got enough bread to do what he's supposed to do. So I ain't even mad about it. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Nick Cannon. But
I thought you were about to throw a stray at Future next.
No, I'm gonna leave him alone because never mind. I really wanted to say, I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Future out here with a stepdaddy that's out here outperforming him as a father, but I'm gonna leave that right where it's at.
You know, as a Future fan,
you can't be there for all your kids in that capacity when they spread out all around the USA.
You can't. However, did nobody tell you to go out there shooting up different clubs?
The rappers before him did.
Listen, I don't care what they said.
You know, speaking of motherfuckers who can't stop having kids, goddamn Floyd Mayweather, what the fuck, man?
Huh?
He got another baby on the way.
Oh, Lord. That's why he's fighting still.
Fighting the Reed, goddammit.
Oh, no.
We the page of the Harry Potter book, nigga.
Listen.
I hate y'all. Let's get up off this damn podcast.
Yeah, no, but shit,
I hate y'all.
So we're gonna do our final thoughts here very differently. I'm gonna start with Mr. Gent, and we're gonna go in reverse orders. We're gonna start with Mr. Gent. I'm gonna go. DJ Michael B gonna go. Outlaw gonna close us out, and then I'm gonna close out the show after that because he ain't been here in a while.
It's good to see you, fellas.
I missed you, cats.
I just realized this man got a golden microphone. Like, this motherfucker bougie.
Yeah, man, I've been having this shit. But
I got a golden ticket.
Start from one. That ref should not ref no more from the USA game. Don't ref no more. Fuck that shit. Get the fuck up out of there.
You ain't got all the answers, Sway.
one, you almost caused some scrapping. Two, that was a bush red card because now you can't play against Belgium. And three, can I say this on here? You're a cunt. But but all right, round it out.
I
Good
feel
show.
like when an American uses cunt as an insult, it's like
it's regular for everyone over there. So I mean,
yeah, like
fuck over there. So that's how, like, you know what? I'm gonna use the term.
That's a real fucking slur when an American says it.
It doesn't sound right coming out the mouth. It sounds a little rough. It sounds a little forced. Yeah. You really meant that.
I mean, you know, but yeah, there is a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. So yes, you're fine to say whatever the fuck you want.
Bro, I've been saying all kinds of wild, outlandish shit. The disclaimer is for me.
That was crazy. That one for me. Had to clutch pearls on that one. He said, "I don't want sloshing around like an unwanted baby." I said, "Oh."
Oh, you done with your closing thoughts?
But no, great show. Y'all like and subscribe. Do what y'all gotta do. Go to Instagram, TikTok, run that shit up.
You heard him.
As much as you can.
You heard him. Tap.
Great show. And y'all be easy. Y'all be safe for the 4th of July.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. This is great to have the crew back together, as we're gonna say. We had no idea. I'm telling you right now, me and DJ Mike B had no idea Outlaw was gonna pop on the show tonight. So if you notice a trend on this show, when people take a hiatus, they don't ever tell us when they're coming back. They just pop the fuck up one random day, and it just changes the dynamic of the show. And that's exactly what happened. Me and Micah had a plan in the pre-show. We had a little quick pre-show meeting, and then we started the show. And a quarter of the way into our little opening soliloquy, Outlaw popped up. Changed the whole dynamic of the show, but it works. So welcome back, Outlaw. Let me be the first to say that. Mr. Gent, glad to have you back as well. I know you've been out, been doing the daddy thing. You had a lot going on. We understand. So make sure y'all stick around, man. We got some great shows coming up for you guys down the line. We have got the next about 6 or 7 shows really lined up, ready to rock and roll. Mr. Gent got a lot of movie breakdowns coming up because that man been frequenting the movies as much as women frequent Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works. So he got a lot of breakdowns for us to get coming up for.
Hold on. Spider-Man month, bitch. Let's get
yes, sir. It is Spider-Man month, though, and we'll talk about that. And also X-Men 97 season 2, first 3 episodes are out today.
I binged that shit this morning already.
I just finished Avatar yesterday, so I'll watch that now. By the way, season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'm almost done. No spoilers.
Sensational. But yeah, so I've missed you guys. I'm glad we're back. Hey, let's keep doing what we're doing. I'm back on that 4th of July tip, man. Make sure you go back to work on Monday with all 20 of your digits, please. Don't blow off nothing. All right. Do not hold a fucking Black Cat or M60. None of that shit in your hand too long. Light that shit and throw it, please. And if you are doing fireworks, around your kids, keep your kids behind you. Let them do their little sparklers and all the shit like that. But keep your kids safe this weekend, because I done seen some parents do some reckless shit with their kids, bro. Kids don't have the reaction time that adults do. Don't let that little 4-year-old hold a fucking Black Cat and have them throw it. They're going to blow their goddamn fingers off. All right. And I hope CPS take all your kids from you and throw your ass in jail with your irresponsible dumb ass. Sorry. I had to say it one time for the one time. Let your kids play sparklers. All right. And if you're going to let them play with the Roman candle, hold the Roman candle with them so y'all can do it together. Don't let them hold
this goddamn Harry Potter. No goddamn expect
no, because they're going to be whatever. They're going to fuck around. Havana Kedavra and aim that shit at your truck and shit and blow your car up. Like, don't do that. Sorry. Memories of the past. But that's all I got. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, follow, man. Like Mr. Jen typically says, man, run them numbers up. All right. The TikTok to be back in rotation here over the next few days. I've been behind on my cuts. All my cuts are ready. I just have not uploaded them, so I apologize. I've been working on a side project, and I've let that side project steer me away from this project. So if you do follow me on my own personal social media, you've seen what I've been doing. So I apologize for getting off track. I'm okay now. Had to get through some things, but I'm back.
Yeah, I am I am very, very ecstatic to have Outlaw back, and we've missed you. We have missed you for shit sure. You bring such a dynamic to the show that we've been missing. We've really missed you here. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. This is every Wednesday, Gentleman Talk. You know, Mr. Gent. Happy to have your bougie ass back with the gold mic.
I've had this for months now.
And I don't care.
I just wanted to
haven't. Hold on. We haven't seen it for months. Okay, so well played, right? Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I will say, Mr. Gent, on a quick little side, I apologize. I did enjoy your miming video. It was on TikTok. It was quality work you did there, sir.
Yeah, I want to get the last one we did and try to upload that one here. So.
I taught him everything he knows. I just want to remind y'all of that. I did. Stop it. I did. No, he didn't. I started a year before you. I taught you everything you know. Don't do that.
Can't you tell they missed each other, yo?
Just.
You know, it's like having my own fucking personal Chuck and Shaq. Like the way y'all go at it, god damn.
That's valid as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
That's actually accurate.
That's pretty fucking accurate.
I mean the years.
The disrespect.
Hey, respect your elders before I call your dad. Now shut up. Now, okay.
He gonna be like, I don't know what to tell him. I mean, he grown. I'm like, yes, I am.
He would probably tell you put a proper shirt on instead of wearing a vest. That's probably what he would tell you.
Y'all got some unresolved issues y'all need to work out.
Need some sleeves. Need some sleeves up on that. Hey.
Damn, he not Pentecostal. He ain't got to cover up. Damn.
Too hot for that.
Nah, but to help my eyes, he probably should. Okay, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Right. If I don't stop, I won't get off this. We're gonna go all night.
All right, Outlaw, take us home, brother.
Man, I didn't have no real closing thoughts. I know my appearance today was very unexpected. It was unexpected for me. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, and I've been on quite the journey myself. So I guess that's why I've been talking about like a whole lot about, you know, character development, this and that and the third, but I don't like to say the word but anymore. And I guess I want to end it off with this, man. If you ever feel like you've lost yourself, you know, whoever you think you are is still there. And, you know, there's going to be some dark days, some hard days, you know, like just life gets to everybody. And it ain't the end, man. You know, you got to keep moving forward. Whatever it is that you're going through in life, nobody wants to see you quit. Nobody, you know, you might think that nobody's advocating for you, you know, but there are always people who want you around. You know, I think that everybody is a light to somebody in some kind of way. So, you know, that's kind of really it. I didn't prepare a fucking speech today. I'm sorry.
Hey, I will tell you this. We want you around. Don't ever lose sight of that.
You trying to make me cry now?
End the live, man. Before he start crying.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we are out.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens, I've outweighed. When you see